Excellencies, colleagues, and friends, the appalling violations suffered by children across the globe are a somber commentary on the 21st century. In Syria, in Yemen, in numerous other crisis situations, hospitals, including pediatric and maternal hospitals and schools, are attacked. In both Iraq and Syria, Daesh has abducted, enslaved, and sexually assaulted children on the basis of their identity. Children, as you all know, are forcibly recruited and used to take part in hostilities, indoctrinated and manipulated to commit atrocities, including as unwitting human bombs. Those who are forced to flee their homes with or without their families risk extreme danger, including falling victim to trafficking. Many child refugees and migrants have little hope of attending school. Frequently, they must work back-breaking jobs. And the fundamental rights of children broadly and systematically violated in a number of non-conflict situations where state oppression extends from cradle to what is often an untimely grave. All these violations continue to be documented by my staff in the field, commissions of inquiry, fact-finding missions, and special procedures of the Human Rights Council and others. And they demand justice. And the prosecutor's new policy on children is a beacon of hope. Many of its points mirror the recommendations of human rights mechanisms, notably the Committee on the Rights of the Child. Thus, for example, in the course of investigations and judicial proceedings, the numbers of the number of interviews with children, especially very young children, should be limited, and recordings should be used where possible to avoid trauma. The policy has been built on the guiding principles of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, namely non-discrimination, the best interests of the child, the right to life, survival, and development, and the right of the child to be heard. I welcome this reiteration of the fundamental standards on children's rights. The right of the child to be heard is particularly important in the context of judicial proceedings, where children must be able to express their views in all matters concerning them and throughout every stage of the process. To be able to exercise this right, the children must also be duly informed, and I take this opportunity to encourage the court to take measures to ensure that information on the ICC and its work reach children. Fatou, I'm encouraged by your strong commitment to take action to investigate and prosecute more systematically all crimes against children that fall under the Rome Statute. The crimes committed by ISIL, for example, against many minorities in Iraq, and specifically the enslavement, sale, and sexual exploitation of Yazidi women and girls, cry out for the strongest possible action. Iraq needs to accede to the Rome Statute without delay, or alternatively accept the jurisdiction of the court with retroactive effect. And we've seen growing awareness in recent years of the horrific prevalence, as you mentioned, Fatou, of sexual and gender-based crimes committed against children, especially girls. I cannot emphasize too strongly respect for children's rights means we must ensure that all perpetrators know their crimes will be investigated, they will be hunted down eventually, and the world will ensure justice. In this context, I will continue to do my utmost to encourage the Security Council to refer international crimes to the ICC, particularly when such crimes target children. My office will continue to offer unfailing support for the invaluable mandate of the ICC. Thank you so much.